Hi and welcome to my latest whisky review. Tonight I'm taking on two whiskies from the Tobermory distillery in Scotland. The two whiskies are the Tobermory 10-year-old and the Ledaig 10-year-old. It's spelled Ledaig. It isn't Ledaig, it's Ledaig. They're both from the same distillery, founded back in 1798 on the Isle of Mull. The first one is an unpeated expression, that's the Tobermory, and the second, the Ledaig, is a peated whisky. I'm not doing a blind whisky review tonight. I'm just going to pour them side by side because even though they're both 10-year-old, they're both from the same distillery. One is peated, one isn't, so I think I'd spot a difference straight away. But what I'll do is I'll nose them, taste them, tell you what flavours I pick out and see if we can pick a winner. So, on to the whisky. Okay, so I poured both whiskies. What I'll do is I'll nose them and taste them. I'll tell you what flavours I pick out and see if I can pick a winner. First off though, we'll have a quick look at the colour. The one on the right here, this is the Ledaig. This is slightly lighter, I'd say it's like a golden honey, whereas this is the Tobermory. I'd say this one is like a golden amber. Both are 46.3%, both are unchill filtered. The Tobermory comes in at around £45 a bottle. The Ledaig comes in at about £40 a bottle. Obviously, my guess would be that the Ledaig is more popular. That's probably why it comes in at a lower price point. But let's get on to the whisky. So, that's a nice smell. Really liking that. It's got hints of honey. It's got ever so slight hint of smoke in there, like a touch, the lightest touch of smoke. There's a strong barley, malted barley smell on the nose. There's something else. Not entirely sure what it is, but there's something else there. It's quite bold on the nose. It's not soft at all, although it has got nice sweet flavours. It's got a really lovely, strong but rounded character to it on the nose. Okay, onto the Ledaig. Right, instant smoke, smoked meats, a slight medicinal there as well, you know, hospitals, plasters, ointments, that sort of thing. There is a sweetness to it as well, but that smoke dominates. Yeah, there's a little bit of vanilla in there, a little bit of possibly caramel. It's quite rounded sweetness. Both of them are aged in ex-bourbon barrels for 10 years. So that's probably why I'm picking up the sweetness. That one, it's difficult to pick up much more though, because that really rich smoky meats and that sort of hospital smell just dominates. So let's try them on the palate. I'll go with the Tobermory first. Right, so this one, lots of woody, oaky oaky character. It's a nice, fresh, charred oak, not an old, musty, dry oak. It's I don't know. It's really strong and robust. It's quite moist. It's got a really nice mouthfeel. It's clinging to the palate. The finish is still going. I'd say it's a good, strong, medium finish to this whiskey. It's got the right level of sweetness. It's a really nice whiskey. I'm liking this. Let's go for another go on the palate. At 46.3%, this doesn't need water. I'd say it's a touch stronger than I'd probably want, but I'd be quite happy to drink this without water and just let it settle, let the palate settle down in between sips. It may well open up more with water. I may try it another time with water, but it's got a really good mouthfeel at that strength. The way it lingers on the palate, there's not too much peppery spiciness. It's really quite light on that sort of tingling. It's quite moorish. It really is a well-rounded whiskey. It doesn't have many things that I can pick out in it, but it just ticks the box for a nice, strong evening whiskey to sit down and enjoy. It's probably reminiscent, I'd say, of a Highland whiskey. It's that sort of character to it, but it's a really nice whiskey. I definitely like that one. But let's move on to the Ledaig. So onto the Ledaig. Obviously, I can almost taste. I can almost smell like beef jerky in there as well. Right, let's try it on the palate. Right, the ashy smoke that I'm picking up on this one really dominates the palate. It's not too dry. It's a little bit bitter on the finish, but not in a bad way. There's more tingle than the Tobermory. It's probably, I'd say, got a medium long finish. It might benefit from a touch of water, but I wouldn't say it's necessary. It really clings to the palate. It makes you salivate after you finished it, and it's not very oily though. But there is like a heavy texture to it. It's difficult to describe, but it's got proper like bonfire ashy smoke. It's probably what I'd say is an autumnal or winter whiskey. It's the sort of thing you could sit inside and sit by the fire and just be one with your environment and forget about your day. It'd be a really nice whiskey to sit down and enjoy yourself. I'm going to go back for another sip, see if I pick up anything else. Right, so second time around, holding it in my mouth and rolling it over my tongue. Lots of sweetness. Not strong sweetness, the right level of vanilla sweetness. It's there, it's consistent, but it's not overpowering, it's not too sweet. The smoke, once I swallowed it and it was going down, not as strong the second time round, but it does linger on the palate for a long time. So obviously that first sip is going to give you a strong hit, but it's a really nice whiskey. But for me, the Tobermory stood out. The Tobermory was head and shoulders above the Ledaig. The Ledaig gets a bit lost in the peat smoke, as a lot of whiskies can. That's all you can pick up, and you don't get much else beyond the peat. So the fact that the Tobermory has more flavours, it has a robustness that doesn't need peat to hide behind. My favourite is going to be the Tobermory. So I'd probably buy the Ledaig if it was the right price, maybe if it was an offer, but I'd definitely buy the Tobermory. So a full bottle of that will be going on my wish list. Slauncher. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.